Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Stepiphany and here I am recording videos again, um, ready to just jump right into it and see what happens. So I would like to start by setting my intention that whatever messages are to come through are to be uplifting, um, geared on your own soul's growth, whatever our highest selves needs us to hear at this time, and messages that will be timeless. Please always follow your own intuition. That is, take the messages that feel like they speak to your heart. Don't force anything to fit. Don't take what doesn't feel aligned for you. And let's just jump right in and see what we get. So today I'm going to be starting with, this is the Little Witch's Oracle deck. I haven't used this one too much. What I tend to do is find myself occasionally in the bookstore just browsing, and I look at the pictures and I just sort of let the cards tell me which ones want to come home with me. So being a busy mom and life as it is, I haven't made much time to study these, and partly on purpose because I want to stay away from overthinking. I want to make sure that my channel is clear and that the messages come through are not coming from me or from my own biases or just allowing what wants to come through at the time. So what I'm feeling called to do is just to pull maybe one card, maybe two or three, we'll see, and just reflect on what comes up in that image in this moment. So the sun is shining through the trees, the birds are singing all around me, and I invite, oh, here we go. So the card here is the broom. So in the picture there is blue flowers in a vase on a windowsill, and the traditional witch's looking broom. So right away I'm thinking about cleaning house. The blue too, I'm wearing blue and flowers on my clothes, which I felt like this was the shirt to wear today, so I'm sure that's not a coincidence. These look like bluebells to me, or chicory flowers, which you can look up are used as a medicinal herb, I believe, that help with fevers. Fevers, of course, can be the way that our body can clean house, in a sense. When we're feeling invaded by a virus or by bacteria, our temperature elevates in an attempt to burn away the impurities and to purge it from our bodies. Of course, fevers can be dangerous, especially in young children. So if you are feeling feverish at all or have been lately, seek professional advice, medical advice. Talk to someone who has knowledge in herbal medicines if that's something that interests you. But there's also, to me, I'm feeling a message specifically. I haven't sketched in a long time. I used to sketch quite often, and there was a picture that I had started in my sketchbook, which I don't have with me right now, but very similar. A window, brick walls, a hardwood floor, and a plant with a leaf dropping off. And here, hope you can see, there's one flower here that looks like it's drooping. I'm not sure if that's quite focused. So this is almost bringing back to me unfinished business, unfinished work, or rest from work. You've put the broom down, maybe you've gone to make yourself a cup of tea, and you intend to come back to it later. How much later? Is this a brief pause? Is this a job that's been given up on completely? Is it something that is being put off? What in your life needs cleaning? What in your life needs purging? What in your body, in your home, in your energy, in your friendship circles, in your workplace? Where is there old energy? Where are there cobwebs? Where are there wilted flowers? Where do you need to bring out the broom and sweep it up and tidy it and start fresh? Blue is the color too of the throat chakra, which is representing your voice, your ability to speak your truth, to state your boundaries, to stand up for yourself, speak up for yourself, to be confident in the words you say, to share your truth regardless of who's watching. You know, there's cars driving around me here and people looking at me sitting here talking to myself, but the blue feels empowering. It feels liberating. This is a time to speak up. This is a time to sweep away the distractions, even sweep away the noise, sweep away the opinions of other people and the judgments. Again, I'm thinking of the unfinished page. Probably two years ago, I started sketching it. And at the time, I was thinking of a certain person, and a person who was a friend to me many years ago. And then the relationship kind of just was put on pause, you know, leaned against the window, stepped away from, and that was the end of it. And not on bad terms, and, you know, nothing to be said about it, but it had that feeling of an empty room, of a place where maybe you had started to move in or hadn't quite finished moving out. And there was just something there, energy that was stuck in that room, in that half-filled, half-furnished, untidied room. So maybe this is resonating for someone too. Maybe there's a person that comes to your mind that you've been thinking of lately, especially if it's been a long time, and wondering why. Why am I thinking of this person? Why am I thinking of this place or this thing? That was so long ago. That was a different version of me. But stuck energy isn't gone. It's not gone energy. It's stuck energy. And it can stay in our hearts, in our bodies, in our minds. It can manifest in different ways. For example, a rejection of a job that hurt your feelings and you had to move on, but now it's coming back up to show you that there are still cobwebs maybe around your self-worth. Why didn't they pick me? Why wasn't I chosen? That had seemed like such a good opportunity for me. That's stuck energy. That's a stuckness and a stagnancy that might not still consciously exist in your daily life, but maybe subconsciously, every time now you apply for I see a blue car, bright blue. Every time you apply for a job now, maybe without realizing it, you have held on to those fears and those limiting beliefs of, well, I probably won't get this job anyway, or I'm scared to want this job, or, you know, this person, this opportunity for myself, because a different time in a different place, in a different unfinished room, an unfinished sketch in an unfinished room, it didn't work out. So I feel this card today is, I think that guy behind me is wearing a blue hat too. The blue is everywhere. And he chose to park right next to me, even seeing me sitting here. So that's funny. I'll just give him a second here. So today, think about your, not your empty rooms, because emptiness is fresh in a sense. It's blank. It's a blank canvas. It's a fresh start. It's limitless potential. It's everything and it's nothing at the same time. But this is not a fully empty room. This is a forgotten room, an attic, you know, someplace where you meant to come back to but haven't yet. So think about that. It could be a memory of a person, a relationship. It could be a literal place. You know, maybe someone feels they've been putting it off too long and it's time to finally go and clear out the clutter in their closet. Follow your heart. Feel into this and feel what it means for you. Of course, if you want to read into it in the magical, the witchy sense, the broom also gives me Harry Potter, you know, flying on the broom, the typical witch. And in that sense too, if we can assume the broom is magical in a sense, or possesses that inherent power of flight, we're not flying on this broom. It's leaning against the wall and it's been forgotten too. So where have we forgotten that we could fly? Where have we put down our magic? Where have we given away our power? Where have we, for many reasons, whether we've We've made excuses that we're too busy. It doesn't fit into our schedule. It doesn't fit into our life. It doesn't fit into other people's expectations of what we should be doing with our time. Maybe the biggest trick of all is someone else needs me. I put down my broom. For me, I could say maybe my son called me and I was working on something and it was very important to me and I was just about to fly out the window. But I hear mom and suddenly I have to drop everything. I choose to drop everything. Do we do this for just our children who maybe need us more than most people? Do our children need us as much as we think? Do we do this for a partner? Do we do this for our parents, for our families? Every time our boss calls, do we put down what we've been working on? Are we always delaying our own self-care, our own needs, our own magic? Are we denying ourselves by excuse, by reason, by distraction, or otherwise? Are we denying ourselves the opportunity to tend to what has been left unattended for far too long? So I don't have answers to give you, only questions. I hope that this has sparked a thought or an idea or jogged a memory, touched a nerve, maybe in some cases. I know that my closet probably does need some attention, or the attic of your mind, you know. Have a reflection on that, meditate with it, and see what you come up with. I hope that's been useful, and if this resonated for you or with you, feel free to follow along my channel. I'll be doing more readings more frequently. And because you know what? This, for me, making videos and channeling and reading and sharing my perspectives and my ideas is a broom leaning against a closet for me. It's something that I've always been called to do, and I've been afraid to pick up the broom because of fear. And it's time to pick up the broom. It's time to sweep away the cobwebs, to throw out the wilted flowers and go pick some new ones, and see where it takes you. Take the broom, leap out that open window. Metaphorically, please don't jump out windows. Take the broom and fly. Thanks so much, and we'll see you in the next one.